Next week, we're going to go over the 10 best Maryland football players of all time. Who's number one on that list of the greatest Terps football players that ever played? Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do an Orioles report. There's a lot to go over there. And let's go ahead and recap August as well. The month of August. Relax, Oriole fans. Relax. It's not over. We're in second place of the month. They're in first place now. They are hitting the long ball. So that's the one area where they've been able to maintain. Bullpen issues, we know all those things, but the Orioles have been maintaining at the top of the league. We are also here, I think it'll be 2 weeks. We're going to go over all the teams in contention. Orioles aren't the only ones with problems right now. Braves kind of been scuffling. Yankees definitely have issues. They may be replacing the closer. Red Sox been fading as well. I mean, it's really a jumble around. So, despite all of our problems, it's not just us. 78 and 59 was the end of August. Was the record. They won 4 out of the last 10. At the time, they were second in the AL East. They moved to first. So I only put that till the end of August because we're just only recapping that month as well. All right, Orioles. Leading candidate for the AL Rookie of the Year, I think, is Colton Cowser. He's got 20-plus home runs. He can hit 25. Pencil him in the next few years, I think, in left field. I don't think there's any question about it. Or center. It is possible with that. But we're definitely going to see that going forward. Colton Cowser, many more years of him. Like to see him bring his average up. But, man, he's just really hitting those long balls. Definitely a power hitter for the future for the Orioles. Adley. This is as bad as I've seen him at the plate. I think he had a 3-for-4 last night against the White Sox, but outside of that, it's been a scuffle for him lately in August. I thought August again he wasn't very good. Hopefully he can pick it up down the stretch. He seems to be trying to do too much at the plate. That's kind of what I'm seeing. He's so used to doing so well, but I think he needs to just go with some pitches. Seems to be trying to do too much. Hit home runs at the plate. Gunnar stats okay, just feels less impactful. Basically, he's been better than Adley. The power hasn't been there, I think, like it was, but it just feels like it's less impactful. But I think he's been fairly solid for the month as well. It doesn't feel like it though. Doesn't feel like it. Feel like it's been other guys and not Gunnar. Santander. Yeah, to quote Marlo Stanfield, the price of the brick is going up. Absolutely. 39 home runs at the end of August for Anthony Santander. Definitely going to hit the 40 home run category. I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep him in town. There's going to be interest in Anthony Santander in the offseason. It's going to be very expensive. He's not going to 20 million plus is in his future for sure. Eloy Jimenez, fantastic. His 2 strikes as a hitter. Outstanding at the plate. I got no problem with Eloy Jimenez. I kind of didn't understand the fit, but with all the injuries, they've actually needed him more than they thought, and he has been pretty good at the plate. Slow runner. Good Lord. That's the man. He super slow. I mean, not goodness. But other than that, but he can hit. There's no question about it. Ryan O'Hearn moving the fences back hurt him. I think that's true with him and Maui as well. I don't think he's been as good this season, Ryan O'Hearn, but he's been solid. But they've been, again, moving him in and out. Brandon Hyde drives him up a wall with the lefty-righty. I think this is his example of a guy where it worked. But again, I like to see him play more, playing different positions. Haven't had Mountie because he's injured, so I'd like to see that as well. Jackson Holiday showing flashes. Better this time around as we expected. Not great consistently, though, but flashes. You are seeing. You're seeing enough to be encouraged as well. Still a work in progress in the field. Better than Kobe Mayo, but definitely a work in progress at second base. Hasn't played a lot of second base. Cedric playing less and less. He actually hasn't been bad this last week. But yeah, you're seeing less and less guys moving him more out there. It looks like he's playing every other day. I don't think he's playing like 5 games or 6 games. I don't think he's had that in a while. Urias played most of the month, now on IL. Big improvement as an everyday player. I think him as a bench player, that didn't work. Him as an everyday player, much, much better. Burns was not good, I think, in August. There's no other way to slice it. His 3 starts were terrible. I thought his last start was better, much better, but it's still like to see better from him, but still have some work to do there. Dean Kramer, man, he got hit again on the shoulder, so another possible injury there. But Kramer actually wasn't that bad, I thought. Probably his best month so far was good. Where would we be without Albert Suarez? He's been outstanding down the stretch here. Here's a guy, career minor leaguer, 34 years old. And look at that, 314, probably best ERA, best month on the rotation. Cade Povich won his last start as well. So this is through the end of August. But we'll see with Povich as well. Cole Irvin is back. My goodness. Like, after all that, he's back in the rotation. He had a couple spot starts and done what they asked. So, again, interested to see. Good for him back in the bigs. Cade Povich. Sir Anthony Dominguez. No question about who's in the ninth inning now. No question about it. Sir Anthony Dominguez is your ninth inning guy. They're going to use him, I think, going into the playoffs down the stretch. Yadier Cano is probably looked much better to me last month. I thought his placement was better. He looked much more like the guy we saw in 2023 last month. Craig Kimbrell, I thought was very good. Has been terrible. I mean, a lot of people want him DFA'd. I don't know. I'm not for or against it at this point. I'm not for it in the sense of I'm not against it in the sense of he hasn't been good. I'm not for it in the sense of who do you replace him with? I don't know. I mean, is anybody out there that's going to do better than Craig Kimbrell? Perez, I think, was good in August as well. I think he's been really consistent lately, which they definitely need. Matt Bowman, I think, not many starts here, but not many relief appearances, but he's been really good so far. Used in high leverage. High seems to trust him here so far. Keegan Aiken, yeah, he's on the team. Like, they keep setting him down. But Aiken's been decent, I mean, for them for a while. Greg Soto, not good, frankly. Lately, a little better lately, again, but not good. Bullpen the last week or so has been coming back around a bit. And Bert Smith, after a couple of outings, I thought was good last week as well. I'm not sure that Yuri was right with Smith in Vegas. I think that's right, but we'll check that out. So there you go. August, roughed for the Orioles. Orioles not good in August. But I would say they're still winning the division. That matters. So I don't think you're going to win 100 games, but certainly 90-plus wins. Also, too, schedule down the stretch, one of the easiest in the MLB. Not going to play a lot of tough games. Playing the Rockies and the White Sox. Let's read right into that there. Orioles report. These two teams are awful. The fact that they lost one game to the Rockies was a surprise. I didn't even see the result of the game tonight, but I'm not worried about it. Let me look at the score even now as well, because I wanted to get this done. But, I mean, the White Sox, I can't get over how bad. Like, this is not even competition. How do you lose this many games? That's crazy. They've lost. They're ahead tonight, it looks like in the fifth. But they've lost 109 games. Like, that's that's wild. So, Orioles down 4-1 right now. In that, again, I don't even know what to say about the White Sox, but should be winning these games. Shouldn't be losing to the White Sox. We'll see how that goes. Cedric has been hot. I think he's been better lately. Ryan O'Hearn, I think, has picked himself up. Greg Soto, looked at it. Last 7 games, not bad. So a good week for Soto, even though he's really struggled overall with the Orioles. Dean Kramer is not. It has been good, but he definitely had the injury where he got hurt, hit him right on the shoulder, looked nasty. So definitely that puts him in the knot. I think he's going to go on the shelf as well. Sir Anthony Dominguez, I thought has been good as well for them late in the ninth inning. So good for him. Jackson Holiday, I think, has not been good rather in the ninth inning. Has not been good here lately. And Jackson Holiday, I got to put him in a not carry. I try not to be too hard on rookies, but he just looks like he's over swinging. Relax with his power, his ability, but we are seeing flashes come through, whereas before there wasn't anything happening. Jorge, utility man, Jorge Machado is done for the season. This happened right after I started recording last week. That the speedster will have a season-ending season UCL repair, non-throwing shoulder. Tommy John Zetzmore referred to in the non-throwing shoulder. So he's not going to play at all anymore this year. Reinstated Zach Eflin from the 15-day L. The DFA Forrest Wall selected the contract of David Benatos from AAA. Recalled Kobe Mayo from AAA. Nick Vespi was sent down. All right. Eflin has been outstanding again. He was outstanding in his first start back. Good to get him back. Grayson may be coming back soon as well. Forrest Wall up and down. Bonato, same, not a lot there. Kobe Mayo, I think it helped that they're spanning the rosters and getting him. Nick Vespi, I don't blame. I think Nick Vespi, again, he's been kind of treated like Kyle Stowers. It seems like no matter what he does, they go ahead, they send him down regardless of what happens. My boy is gone. Gene Segura, loved him in the playoffs a couple years ago. Announced that he's been released from his minor league contract, and left-hander was outrighted to Norfolk there as well. Again, Vespi, man, they've just been killing him. We're getting to that. Announced they selected Monday contract. Nick Matan and Dennis Ketchabana has been designated for assignment. So in this case, I'm pretty sure he's going to take the assignment to Norfolk. Nick Matan is up again. I haven't seen Matan in the lineup yet at all. Monday, the Blue Jays announced Monday that they've claimed Dylan Tate, former Oriole, out for waivers and optioned him to AAA. So here's a guy a few years ago was right in the midst of things as one of the leaders in the rotation on the team, and now they're optioning him to AAA. Off the mound, I saw it earlier today, bullpen show session for Camden Yards for Grayson Rodriguez. Take it a little longer. I don't think they're in any rush. Have him in the playoffs, ready to go. I think that is obviously the goal there. Felix Bautista was also throwing off the mound today, but again, asked again, reiterated, we're no Felix Bautista until spring training next year on that. But it was still good to see him out there throwing. Tampa Bay Rays and the Red Sox are coming up this week. Rays have been struggling. Definitely not going to the playoffs this year. It's been a miracle they've been able to do what they do. Red Sox are above Tampa in the division, but they've been scuffling as well. So interesting to see how that goes. This is a broken record, isn't it? Santander, Player of the Week. Again, maybe the Orioles Player of the Year. He's stacking a lot of these together. So Anthony Santander is Orioles Player of the Week. All right. Hallelujah. A lot to get